So, what is that most important item to you for your event? So, this is not a topic for whether you want to do a big wedding or you want to do a small wedding or you want to have a minimum a festival or you want to have a small gathering to celebrate your birthday or to do your housewarming. Whether you spend money on wedding or spend money on honeymoon, this is not a topic. This is a topic of in all your events, in all the items in your event, what is that thing that's most important to you? So from your decor to your food to your fashion to your sound to your lightning, what is that thing that's so much that will give you so much satisfaction if it is done perfectly and excellently. Yes, as a planner, you try to make everything perfect, but still, there are things that you have to pay a more close attention to. There are things that you can't compromise at all. So if there is probably somebody want to have a garden wedding and you find out that the person is so keen about the garden, even when the weather is probably a rainy season, basically I want my garden wedding. So you're not going to compromise with that. Okay, since it's raining, since the rainy season, yes, we should do the hall also. You have to find a way to make it happen. You know, there are items, there are things you have to find out. This thing will make you know. So for example, the person's your most important item is food. You want your guests to eat until they're like, I don't want again. That means there's going to be priorities of food. There's going to be enough food. So if before you're supposed to cater for 200 people, you are looking at catering for 300 people. And if you are catering for if you are catering for one course meal, you don't cater for 3 course meals, because at this point it is not just about what you want. So it's not just about the normal wedding. Your own focus in your event is food. So if your focus is DJ, you have to make sure that you select. So for me as a planner, I make sure that whatever is that is your focus. There's sometimes, and then what I always tell people is, don't assume the bride can choose the groom's focus. I mean the groom's most important item. Do not assume it, because what the groom likes is different from what the bride likes. So the bride is all about the decor and the groom's all about the sound or the drinks. And then you be like, oh, this couple that's all about the decor and all that. And then few days to the wedding, you find out that the groom may be like, I want this drink. Oh, this my friend, you have to bring this. Oh, this my friend, you have to get this. You be like, okay, why am I having this item? Why am I hearing this now? I thought, I thought I don't do the normal thing. So there are specific questions that you don't just ask them as a couple. You ask them as individual and then bring them together to know how to make this run. So a groom who doesn't like dancing, doesn't like party, will not answer when you say, oh, what do you like? Nothing really. Nothing really. So let people come and have fun. And the bride will be like, oh, I want people to have fun. I want to dance. Most of my DJ is on the, like, so you have to, so these things are what you have to consider when you're having your event. So for example, I always tell people, if you're having an event, whether you have a planner or you don't have a planner, make a list in a scale of preference, and then list them. List your items and make a scale of preference. So that things that are paramount for me. Photography and videography is paramount, because if you have the best decor, if you have the best fun, if you have the best food, the best clothes, and photography and videography is nonsense, I'm sorry, it's not going to show. Those are things that don't to have as memory. When you're watching your video, when you're going through your pictures, oh yeah, that happened, I remember. Oh, do you remember when Auntie so and so was dancing that she nearly fell off? Those are things that remind you of the memory of that day. So photography and videography to me is very, very important. It's very, very, it's like the top priority, and that's why I just don't go for any photographer. And when my couple are bringing their own photographer, I'll be like, okay, can I check them out? It's not because I don't trust a judgment, but because I want to make sure that I know what this guy can deliver and know how to also work with him. So it is that things are naturally prioritized. Like there's nothing you can do about it. They're already a priority. So, but then you have to find the one that's your own specific priority. I have people who are telling me that, oh, my wedding day I have to use Macy's as a bride to come into the to go to church or come into the hall and like that. So and they'll be like, even if I can, even if my wedding is 2 million naira wedding, or my wedding is 5 million, is 10 million naira, or 30 million naira, or 50 million naira, I must have a Macy's driving me. And I have people who be like, oh, this makeup artist must do my makeup. I'll be like, she charges 500,000 for bridal makeup, and they'll be like, yeah, I want to do my makeup artist. So what you do is, as a planner, you make sure that the person is best makeup artist, because if that's the only thing that made person happy that day, they're okay. It's just small acts, just small things that make people feel satisfied. Oh, people are complaining you not eat. I told you that we're going to increase the food to 400, but you said no, we're going to stay insist on the 300. We had extra care, so people didn't eat. They'll be alright, Joe. Because there's something that's already giving her satisfaction. Maybe she had mad fun with their musical or with her decor, or she's seen her decor and she's loving it. So you have to know that thing. It's not that you're going to put all your energy on that particular item, but just know that this I can't compromise. For example, if your decor is your most important item in your event, I can't in any way try to compromise your details. I will ensure that you and I select the details. Like now, me and you dey sit down, we will select the details. I'll make sure we sit down, like we select the details. I'll make sure that I could walk you through what I'm envisioning for your event, and you are seeing it. Like you can envision yourself also walking into that hall, seeing all those things. And I'll make sure that the decorators who have worked with me know how much I break down every aspect of decoration one by one. The reason why I went into learn decoration is not because I want to be a decorator, but because I want to understand this word called decoration, so that if I'm explaining decoration to you as a decorator, we are speaking the same language. So I won't be convincing you, and that they'll be like, oh, this is not what I asked for, but you said this is what this is. And I, oh, sorry, that was not what I meant. But so you want to know about the details. And then when probably the dance floor, maybe the dance floor you wanted is not available, or the couch you want is not available, I cannot say, oh, okay, she's when she want this dance floor but it's not available, okay, let us do this. No, I'll call you and I'll tell you. And that's before I call you and tell you, I must have checked around to ensure that it is not available, it can't be gotten anywhere at that point. And I'll call you and say, this. Oh, okay, so we can do with this. This is available, right? Let's do this. So, but if it's not the person, if the person don't even care about decor so much, I'll probably not call you to tell you, oh, this is not available. This is a cruise alternative. I'm probably not going to ask you. But if that's your most important item, I'm definitely going to take permission on every step that concerns that item. So you have to know, you want to have your wedding, you want to have an event, whatever it is, you have to know what is the most important item for you, because knowing the most important item for you will help you to know where to channel energy for. Cheers. And so sometimes most important item might just be getting married in the cathedral. It should be like getting married in the cathedral. I don't want to get married open door. I don't want to get married. I want to get married in the cathedral. And then you are not attending the cathedral, and then the planner or whoever or your parent have to find a way to get them to allow you to get married in the cathedral. It can be anything. So, but you yourself, as the person who's having this event, need to find out what this is to help your planner, or to help you also to have satisfaction in your event. One tiny thing can give you a maximum satisfaction. That's what a lot of people don't know. So I hope you have subscribed to our YouTube channel, and I hope to have you more and more, as we'll be sending and we'll be posting a lot of messages, a lot of educational tips for your wedding and your event. So this is my voice over, and I hope I did well.